What up? We're back. So let's do a little tool review on this item. I got it maybe a month back, and I'm gonna go return it right now. In fact, I was gonna return it last night, but I figured, you know what? Let me do a review on this because people gotta know. If you're working from home, DIY, it'll be fine. You don't want to spend that much anyway. You're trying to save money. It's not an item that you're going to use maybe every single day the way a shop would in that type of environment. I would definitely say move up. But I bought it a month ago, and to be honest, a week later, less than a week later, I wanted to return it already because it wasn't rolling right. The casters were bad. I think that's his biggest fault, the casters. They're not sturdy. They're not of good, I'm 6'3", 320 pounds, and it says it can hold 400 pounds, and yet it's still, a week later, I wanted to return it. So this is what I'm talking about. This thing. So it's a Pittsburgh. See, like I said, it's a Pittsburgh, and that's not why I want to return it. I was asking around at Matco, which is where I wanted to get I needed a seat like this. Like I said, I'm 6'3", so when I put the cars on the lift all the way up, I still have to crouch down. And with one of these, I don't put it all the way up. All I do is drop it a little bit, sit on this thing, either go up or down, and and that way I can work on a vehicle easier. But this thing really, it was $80, kind of a steal, just because the Matco one was about $400. It was like $380. There was different options, but I needed one that would go up and down the way this one does. Rolls around. I didn't really care whether it has a tray for tools or not, but this one doesn't. This one actually has, to put your feet up on. Casters are just, I think that's the fault. They're just too small. Maybe because it's dirty in here, but any shop is going to be dirty. Any environment such as this is going to be dirty. But look, see how it doesn't roll smoothly. So when I'm on it, I have to be careful because I'll fall off this thing. So see how it doesn't roll straight. So it's going back. I'll pop a video right after this to show you the one I will be replacing it with, and what the guys at Harbor Freight tell me for returning it. So I'm gonna return it, and we'll see what kind of reaction I get from them. I have a receipt, so we'll see. So we're back. It's about 2 weeks later. I'd say about 3 weeks later. I returned that seat to Harbor Freight. Sorry about the lighting. I hope the lighting's okay. Just doing it off the GoPro. And it's night out, as you can see. It's dark outside already. Time change, it's October, so time change. It's dark by like 5 here in Orange County. So probably about 4:30 or 5, it's already dark outside. So I took that seat back to Harbor Freight, exchanged it, no problem, no questions asked. Actually, they did ask me what was wrong with it. I told them, look, it doesn't roll right. And they pretty much tagged it and set it for return. They gave me full credit back. I paid it with, it was originally paid with a debit card, I believe, for the shop here. So they debited, or they credited the money back, and actually they gave me cash back. They gave me cash back because I paid with the debit card, and we were good to go. I ended up ordering this one. It was $100 more, but honestly, it's worth it. Well worth it. It feels good. Check this out. This is the one I'm talking about. So it's a Cornwell, but casters are nice and big. It rolls real well. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and I love it. I can work a lot better. The lift, yeah, like I said before, I'm 6'3", so even when I put a car all the way up on the lift, I still gotta crouch over and bend over and duck down, make sure I don't hit my head on something. With this thing, I could just bring it up to about yay height, sit on this thing, and do what I gotta do, you know? So it makes things a lot easier, makes things a lot more comfortable, makes working on an undercarriage of a car it's just a lot more accessible. And here's another one. It goes down or goes as high as I need it to. So it really is a really good tool to use. For you guys who maybe like doing things standing up, or it's fine if you're on the lift, do whatever's comfortable for you. But to me, this is the way to go. For a seat, it's cheap. Not cheap. It's cheap for what it compares to other models, to other seats, within the industry. If I look at a Snap-on one, the Matco one was like $287 for the one I wanted. Now, granted, there's other models too. There's some that don't go up and down, and there's some that are just a little more sturdy. But I needed one like this. I wanted one that went up and down, that can move up and down, that has that cylinder, air cylinder that goes up and down. That way I can have access, whether the car is a little lower or a little higher, whatever. I can sit on it, drop it all the way down, do some brakes on the floor, versus me sitting on the floor. It just makes it that much easier. So, it's what I chose. $187 versus 80 something bucks for the Harbor Freight one, which lasted about a week, and after that I didn't want it anymore. This one, on the other hand, I use it and it's comfortable. It's a wide chair, so it's comfortable. It doesn't have a lot of padding, but it's enough. It's all this is rubber, but you can feel the padding under it, and it's not like it's a lot of padding, but it's enough. Casters are nice and big, like I said. They roll. It rolls well. There's my review. Honestly, this Cornwell one, I'll put the model number of it down on the comments below, so you can take a look at it. Order one for yourself. Cornwell doesn't make it. They just stamp their logo on it. But then all the makers, same thing. Snap-on, I think, makes their own, but everybody like Matco, Mac, even Harbor Freight, they don't make it. They just buy it from one. I think it's just one maker, and then everybody puts their logo on it. So Cornwell's usually the cheapest. I went with that. Why? Because you're basically buying the same thing. If I buy it from Matco, which was going to be $100 more, I'm basically buying the same thing, just with a different logo. Why pay for more? Cornwell's a good brand anyway. Cornwell's a good brand to work with. Their tools are fine. I don't see anything wrong with them. I have not had an issue with any of them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I went with. So, consider it for yourself. If you're a DIY, if you do it yourself and you're gonna be doing work out of your garage, do you want to pay $180 for a seat? Maybe not. Maybe you want to stick with the Harbor Freight one, and that's fine. Do whatever works. If at home you're probably not gonna have a big mess the way we do here. At the shop, we're gonna make a bigger mess. Why? Because oil and stuff spills here all the time. You clean it up, but it's still gonna get dirty. So at home, you tend to not have as much mess, as much grime, as much shit on the floor. So, the other one maybe works for you. You're not as heavy as me either. Like I said, I'm 6'3", 300 pounds. So if you're, 5'10", 5'9", and you weigh 150 pounds, you weigh, that chair may be good enough. It may support you good enough. It may roll good enough for you. For me, it wasn't. So swapped it out, and honestly, I'm happy with it. And let me know if you guys want me to review a tool, you guys want me to take a look at something and see how it works here at a shop environment. Let me know. There's a few other things that I want to review as well. The jacks, for example, the Daytona, that's from Harbor. I want to review it. It's done its job here at the shop. So, but I also see a couple things that they can improve. So, we'll go from there. What's going on, Tire Garage TV viewers? And check it out. That baby's still alive. She still rolls, she still runs, she's still perfect. She still rolls, she still runs, she's still perfect. So that seat was a very good investment. Compared to the Harbor Freight one that I had, that one was a piece of shit. This one is a lot better. So if you're working at a shop environment, that's the one to go with. That's the one I would recommend. Cornwell. Okay. It's their cheaper version. Actually, it's not their cheaper version. Like I said, I'm a heavy guy, so I can move around with it, and still I don't have no problems. And it's worked out. It's worked out real well. So I definitely do recommend this one. Okay. If it's your first time on this channel, this is the Tire Garage TV, and it's a channel about a shop, Southern California, in Orange County, and what we do every day, fix cars, and once in a while I'll throw in a review like this. This is actually the first tool review that I'm doing, so stay tuned. A lot more coming. Again, if you want me to review a tool, let me know. Maybe I'll buy it, go check it out, and then I'll let you know about it. Cool? Alright guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and catch you guys on the next one.